Let's visualize this optics problem. Here we have an equilateral prism ABC with apex angle 60 degrees. A ray of monochromatic light enters face AB, refracts inside the prism, and the refracted ray QR travels parallel to the base BC. This parallel condition is very special. It tells us this is the minimum deviation condition. Watch as the light bends at both surfaces. NEET 2026, Physics, Question 43. A ray of monochromatic light passes through an equilateral prism ABC. The refracted ray QR inside the prism is parallel to the base BC, and the angle of incidence I is 50 degrees. We need to find the angle of deviation delta. The options are 45 degrees, 55 degrees, 35 degrees, and 40 degrees. The key concept is minimum deviation in a prism. When the refracted ray inside the prism is parallel to the base, the light travels symmetrically through the prism. This means the angle of incidence equals the angle of emergence, that is, I equals E. Also, the two refraction angles inside the prism are equal, R1 equals R2 equals A over 2. The minimum deviation formula is delta min equals 2I minus A. Step 1. Let's set up the problem. We have an equilateral prism, so the apex angle A equals 60 degrees. The refracted ray QR is parallel to base BC, which means this is the minimum deviation condition. Step 2. At minimum deviation, the light path is symmetric. The angle of incidence equals the angle of emergence. So I equals E equals 50 degrees. Also, R1 equals R2 equals A over 2, which is 30 degrees. Step 3. Now calculate the deviation. Using the formula, delta min equals I plus E minus A, substituting, delta equals 50 plus 50 minus 60, which gives us 40 degrees. Step 4. Let's verify. We can also use delta min equals 2I minus A, that gives 2 times 50 minus 60, which is 100 minus 60, equals 40 degrees. Both methods confirm the answer. The correct answer is option 4, delta equals 40 degrees. The key insight is recognizing that the refracted ray being parallel to the base means minimum deviation, which makes I equal to E, simplifying the calculation. NEET tip: whenever a prism problem says the internal ray is parallel to the base, immediately recognize it as minimum deviation. Remember the two key formulas, delta min equals 2I minus A, and R equals A over 2. Also, at minimum deviation, the deviation angle is the smallest possible for that prism and wavelength. Like and subscribe for NEET solutions at MAGPIEHUB.